First of all, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Dean's List again. And we're in the springtime. So we got some very important information for you today. My special guest today on the Dean's List is going to be Mr. Bernard Ferguson. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. He's going to be telling us about his SkyFi Solar businesses, and he's going to tell you where he's located, all that good stuff. So today, you really need to tune in and get yourself prepared, because guess what? This show going to save you money. It's going to save you money, it's going to save you time, and it's going to do a lot for you. So, Mr. Ferguson, first of all, thank you again for coming on to the Dean's List.
My pleasure.
And I want to let you guys know, he's been on the Dean's List, a couple of times?
Oh, this is my third time.
This your third time? So we welcome him back 3 times, guys. So that means that he's very important, because he's coming back. And he got an A today, so he's keeping it that way. Okay? So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm the CEO of SkyFi Solar. I've been in operations for this particular company for the last 7 years. I had previous companies as well, but I love solar because solar, I'm able to actually help homeowners switch to solar, save money, help the environment.
Mm-hmm. Now, where are you located at with your location?
So since the last time, we had a beautiful location, but now we have really upgraded thanks to the Dean's List. We're now at 110 North Wacker Drive. So we're right there on River North. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous.
So do this for me. Explain to them what solar is and how it works for them and how it can save them money.
So solar is, when you drive around those homes and you see those panels usually in the back of the home or so, it's sunlight is going to hit the panels. It's going to produce power. So you're going to be producing your own power from the sun. And so instead of you having like a $300 or $400 electric bill, we usually can get you an energy bill way under $100.
Now, with people, the first thing that comes to everyone's mind is it expensive to get this set up?
No, thanks to a special grant, we have a program zero out of pocket. No loans, no permit fees, no installation fees. It's not going to cost you one dime. Now, you do have to pass a 650 credit score, but we have programs that even if your credit score is like 600, we still can get you approved.
That's great, guys. Y'all hearing this? Now, when people hear about the solar and things like that, these are the panels that's on the homes?
That's correct, on the roof.
Okay, now, a lot of people wonder, do those panels damage the roof, or how does that work?
No, so actually, the new generation of panels are very, very lightweight, so it doesn't really cause virtually almost no harm to your roof at all. In fact, we give you a free 10-year roof warranty just by default.
Y'all heard that? Say that again.
A free 10-year roof warranty. And the panels itself comes with a 25-year bumper-to-bumper guarantee. We cover everything. We cover from a tree hitting your roof. We cover even theft. So if you see someone running down the street with your solar panels, don't chase them. Now I'm saying that in a joking way. Nobody's selling solar panels, but we cover everything bumper to bumper.
Bumper to bumper. Now I want the people to really know who you are, Mr. Ferguson. Tell them a little bit, because he's been in business, guys, for many, 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 many years, and I've known you over a decade.
That's correct.
And I've seen him do. Your first business was what?
Microsmart's Technology. So that was a company that I built. I had rented for 20 years. I expanded to Mumbai, India, also Cairo, Egypt. So it was an international company. And one of the things that God has given me is the ability to create million-dollar companies. And so solar is something that, I took a passion to. And God just blessed. It started with just this location. Now we're in 37 states. 37
states, guys. So that means that if you're out of town and you're watching and you're subscribing to the Dean's List, remember 37 states, guys, because we want you guys to understand that here on the Dean's List, we want everyone to be able to gain knowledge, especially when it comes to money and savings and things like that. And that's exactly what you're doing. Am I correct?
That is. And then there's also just by switching to solar, specifically for the state of Illinois, we're now including a backup battery, a Tesla Powerwall. So when there's a power outage, you don't have to worry about that. Your neighbors might be in the dark, but you're going to still have power.
So with the backup battery, there's no cost to the backup battery. That's a gift with the program.
It comes all bundled in. So I'll give you an example. So let's say your electric bill is $200 or $250 a month with Ameren or ComEd, for example. we're going to give you a solar system with the battery included, and usually we're going to cut your bills in half or more. So you probably end up with a solar bill $79 with the battery included.
Now, there's no cost to start this up.
Zero, not one dime.
Not one dime, guys. Not one dime. So don't have a fear if Mr. Ferguson or someone in his company gives you a call or wants to meet with you. There's no out of pocket expense up front, right?
That is correct.
Okay, and there's nothing you hearing here on the Dean's List. So what you hear here from the CEO is that he comes out, you do free. If they want to get an example or whatever, just meet with you.
Well, so we have many ways. Like, we do have downtown Chicago offices, but now we have the technology to where all we have to do is email you your free solar proposal. Mm-hmm. We have one of our representatives, give you a call. They spend about 5 or 10 minutes over the phone, mm-hmm. and we can literally know exactly how much money you're going to save if you switch to solar. And basically, if you decide that you want to switch, we would schedule a free outdoor site survey. That's where we'll send a team member to come out. Mm-hmm. They're going to get on top of your roof. They're going to take some measurements. We pay for the permit. When the permit is ready, we're going to say, can we come out to install? If for any reason they change their mind, mm-hmm. cancel anytime as long as the system's not installed. If they say yes, it's going to be installed in just one given day.
That's what my next question was. How long does it take to install? Is this something that someone has to be at home at the time that they're doing the install? And how many hours does it take if it's done in one day?
So it takes roughly 4 hours, and the homeowner will need to be home for that particular install date. And then after it's installed, we're going to have the city inspector. He's going to come out, he's going to look, he's going to make sure everything was done by code. And then he's going to give you what's called PTO, mm-hmm. permission to operate. There's an actual switch. You get to pull it up, and you're going to be producing power from the sun.
Wow. Now, you guys back in the past were giving out, and I'm just asking because I don't know if you still do.
Okay.
I know that you guys were doing heaters and things like that. Do you all still do that?
So, yeah. So, basically, we're going to give you a lot of different free gifts. So, one of the gifts is the Tesla Powerwall battery or the Solar Edge battery. So you don't have to worry about power outages, but we're going to also give you what we like to call solar heaters. And I'm going to tell you how it works. You plug in any outlet of your home. If it falls down, it shuts off. It's very, very safe. Mm-hmm. Okay. But in the wintertime, it's going to actually help raise the temperature of your home so that your gas furnace, your thermostat don't go off that often. So we're going to help lower your gas bills too. So not only are you going to save thousands of dollars on your electric bill, you're going to save on your gas bills.
You're going to save both ways, guys. What can you do? You can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you have it where you can go out to the homes, or they basically can call. You can do everything over the phone.
Yes, we can do everything remote. It's, virtual. And that's usually the most preferred. Mm. But we can send one of our team members to come to meet you in person if that's what you prefer, or you can come to our beautiful downtown Chicago office.
And we need to get the number. We need to get the location again. So tell the people that.
So the phone number is 1-800-485-3173. And the location is 110 North Wacker Drive, Chicago, Illinois. But the website is skyfisolar.com. And I'm going to spell it. So it's like the sky, S-K-Y, then F like Frank, I like ice cream. So that's SkyFi. And then it's solar, mm-hmm. SOLAR.com.
Very easy. Very easy. SkyFi Solar, very easy. And it's spelled sky, so you start it off, so you're looking up to the sky. We're in SkyFi Solar land. So we need to make sure that you guys reach out to Mr. Ferguson or someone in his company.
That's correct.
To get this done for you guys. And like he said, one day. It only takes one day, right?
Yeah, so the whole entire process is you'll call, for a free consultation. We can literally email you your solar proposal, spend about 5 or 10 minutes over the phone with you, mm-hmm. show you all the benefits, all the free gifts you're going to receive if you switch to solar. We get you pre-approved. Then we schedule the site survey.
Now let me ask you, you brought up the credit score, which is fine. But are there any other entities that come into play that may make it where they can't get the solar put on there?
Now it's just the credit score. And the credit score, it doesn't even hurt your credit. We now do what's called a soft credit check. We don't even need your full social no more. We got rid of that. It's mm-hmm. only the last 4 digits. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have a 650, if you have a 650, we're going to help you get the solar heaters. We're going to help you give you the backup batteries. You're going to get all the extra perks. But if you don't have it, let's say that you have a 600 credit score. We still can get you approved. It's still a really great program, but we prefer if you have that 650, you're gonna get the Bentley of the industry.
So how, other than you coming out and doing something like this, how does your business come in? How do you get your business people to recognize your company, or is this you just the website?
So we're one of the top companies and one of the fastest growing companies in solar in Illinois. And so we're an A+ rated company with the Better Business Bureau. 0 complaints for the last 7 years. And the Better Business Bureau actually gives us so many referrals. And each time that we do, come to the Dean's List, our growth just grows at a exuberant rate. It's just amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I know you said when you come on the Dean's List, remember you got to 80 day, keep it that way. You got to make sure you reach out. So when you do you get referrals from your clients and things like that also?
Yes, we do. So a lot of in fact, we pay the homeowners to give referrals. And there's 2 programs. By you switching to solar at 0 out of pocket, one program is called the Ambassadorship Program. That means you don't have to do anything. Just you going solar is going to help influence other homeowners. So you're going to get $300 for every single homeowner who goes solar on your street who goes through our company, automatically. Now, if you decide to refer a person, you can refer a person not just in Illinois, but Arizona, all across the country. And you will still receive $300 for every referral you give.
That's great, guys. Now, so you get paid if you refer.
That's correct.
And so that's everyone loves extra money. So that's the reason why I wanted to make sure you brought that out, because I noticed that people on the block you have every other home, are there certain roofs and things like that you can't put solar on, or certain ways that means that you can't actually have solar panels put on your property, or every home can get it?
So the beauty is, since SkyFi Solar, we're partnered with the largest solar installer in America. So we're able to do what other solar companies can't. For example, some homes have flat roofs. We have the equipment where we can install even on flat roofs where it will tilt the solar panels for you. So we can pretty much install every type of roof, metal roof. The only thing which is concerned, if your roof is covered with trees, you have to have a roof that's exposed to the sun.
That's what I was going to ask, because I remember when I first started talking with you about it, it was certain ways that it like you saying, if there's trees there. Now, if they had those trees cut down, they can actually use that. They can use the services then.
That's correct. But most homes, do have a good exposure, with sunlight. But there are some homes that's like in a forest, so those homes we're not able to necessarily do. But I have some more good news for you. Let's say that you need a new roof. We can even help you get a new roof. Sometimes.
And how's that?
Well, the government is a grant for us, and so we're able to sometimes just throw in the roof with it. So let's say that your electric bill was $250, and let's say that normally after the proposal it's going to be $79. Well, if you need a new roof, instead of $79, it might be $110 a month.
Right.
But when I was in school with math, $110 is a lot better than paying $250.
Right.
So it's a win-win no matter how you look at it.
Now, with SkyFi Solar, do you guys work with businesses too?
Right now, we're just focused on residential at this current time.
Okay. I had to ask that because a lot of people are now doing their own business and have own locations and things like that. So we want everybody to have savings.
Absolutely.
But that's futuristic for you.
Yes, the government grant right now, where it's 0 out of pocket, is for residential homeowners.
Now, I gotta hit you with this, and I gotta hit them with this, guys, because when you come on the Dean's List, I always want to make sure that we have a lot of people out here who are unemployed, who are looking to do some things. Are you hiring with SkyFi Solar?
We're always looking for good talent, individuals, they can go to our website, they can go to our company information, and they can request, look at the job positions if they're interested in it.
Now, is it a certain age group, or that they have to be to do this? And second question, on top of that question, do they have to do testing and different things like that?
So, the Department of Energy actually regulate our industry. So you do need to be at least 21 years of age. You do have to pass a background check, and we actually provide the training.
Okay. Now, how long is this generally for someone who first comes in and starts training with your company to them actually having a certificate to say that they can sell?
It can, if you're advanced, it can be done in 30 days or less.
And you believe me, I've been around you a while, so I know the success of so many of them and how much money can be made. And if you're like especially if you're retired, am I correct?
It's an extremely lucrative industry.
It's
extremely lucrative.
So guys, if you're looking for a position and you're at the age of 21 or older, then you should basically give them that information again.
Just go to our website, skyfisolar.com, SKYFI Solar, SOLAR.com, and just click on at the bottom where it says company.
Now, when they're doing like networking events at school, do you go around to different events and do things like that so they're aware about your company?
So currently, we're not necessarily doing the network events, but we do actually, speak to churches from time to time.
Okay. And then, like I said, referral, right?
Yes.
So he does speak to churches. I just want them to know in case someone wants you to come out and they have a large group of people there, and you can kind of capture that whole group at that time.
Oh, we're open to all types of opportunities. So just visit our website, click on company, and if you have something in mind, let us know.
If you're looking for funding from $10,000 to $400,000 with a business startup, working capital, real estate investing, franchise, or stock investing, and have a 650 credit score with an annual income of $30,000 a year, contact DNA Loan Services at 708-888-1460. There's no upfront cost, no out-of-pocket expense. We have a 99% approval rate. So call now, 708-888-1460.
So what else is going on in the future? Where do you see SkyFi Solar in the next few years?
So I see SkyFi, we're in 37 states, but in the next couple of years, I can see us completely nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that we're going to also focus in the future on a commercial branch, because there's a lot of companies from every type of company that you can imagine who can benefit from a lower energy bill.
So do you get when people actually give you go out and talk to people about you, where they write up something about your company, how well you're doing? Because you're on the BBC. What?
So we're accredited with the Better Business Bureau for the last 7 years. We received our highest award, which is the Zero Complaints. Very few companies in this country has that award. Mm-hmm. The reviews, in fact, I encourage any of our listeners, just go to the betterbusinessbureau.com, the Chicago branch, and just type SkyFi Solar, and the reviews are stunning. Our clients love us, and didn't cost them one dime to switch.
Not one dime.
Not one dime.
Y'all heard that. Not one dime to switch, guys. No startup costs. So if you get on the phone with them, there's no startup costs for SkyFi Solar whatsoever. So you guys, you have a deal within the deal.
That's correct.
Because you're going to get everything that you're supposed to get. It's going to make a savings for you, but you're not coming out with no money. Well, you can't get no better than that, man. You cannot get. So as far as you're concerned right now, how is it going? Do you get more business in the summer or in the fall? Or do you work in the winter too?
We do. We actually sell solar all year round.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, we stay steady busy, but of course the summer is when we get so many calls, because everybody electric bills go through the roof in the summer. And that's where, we really get the call. So don't wait till the summer.
That's what I was going to say. Don't wait.
Don't wait till the summer. The time is now, because we can go there. Permits, we can get permits approved usually in 2 weeks. You don't want to wait until the summer where everyone's trying to get a permit.
Right.
And then it's big delays. But right now, we can get you installed in under 30 days.
So I wanted them to know that, because some people, probably want to do it in August or October. They can still get it done.
True, but understand this. This is a government grant. Grants are not always guaranteed. Mm-hmm. In fact, under the new administration, all grants was paused for a minute. It was a federal judge that made it possible to continue. So the time is now. Don't wait until the funding is no longer available.
Mm-hmm.
Do it now.
So when you say this, so they have understanding, the funding is in conjunction with the zero down?
That is correct. That is correct. So the government, there's a grant that makes this possible so we can actually install with zero out of pocket. Because before, you had to pay for permit fees, installation fees. You had to get loans. This new program, there's no loans, no permit fees, zero out of pocket.
Did you guys hear that? Zero out of pocket. If you want to do it now. You don't want to wait till the last minute and all the funds are freezed up. Right now, the funds are available. If you want to be in on it and you want your home to have solar, you need to reach out to SkyFi Solar. Guys, you definitely need, hopefully you get a chance to speak to the CEO of the company. And if not, you'll be able to speak to one of his people that's worked for him, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so guys, pick up that phone. You can start that today. Don't wait, like he said, don't wait down the line. You can start that today. If you had any inkling that you wanted to get solar put onto your home, and the reason for it is because it's a savings. We're going into the hot season. Everyone's going to be running those air conditioners. And you know how your bills turn out. So a lot of people wonder about that too. And the question I want that, when they look at their bill, their regular bill that comes out, how do they show that they're making those savings on their bill?
So your bill actually has a chart on it, and it's from January to December, and it shows how many kilowatts, how much money that you're paying for every single month. So what we can do is we're going to find out your true average. So let's say your average is $250. If we can get you a solar energy bill to replace that for only like $79 with a backup battery, with heaters as well, because remember you're going to save on your gas bills, it's really a no-brainer.
And you're going to be happy, guys. Everyone wants to save. And we're in a time where it's unclear about how things are going. Everyone knows that. But one thing that you can be clear on is if you work with SkyFi Solar and you get those solar panels, especially with the government giving out this free money to get it done for you, then why not? It's a no-brainer, man.
It's a no-brainer, and there's also extra benefits. So when we do our proposal, we actually show you a document from the Department of Energy. They did a study. They found homes that go solar are appraised for more. So just by switching to solar, your property value will increase roughly about $15,000. Now, because it's the federal government that proved this, the state of Illinois did not want to penalize the citizens, so they passed the solar property tax exemption law. And what that simply means to the homeowners, let's say that your home is worth $400,000. Once you go solar, it's going to be worth about $415,000. However, they're not going to assess the extra $15,000 on your property tax. So you get like $15,000 of free equity in your property. And then also, the government proved solar homes sell faster than non-solar homes.
I was going to ask you that about the selling of the home. Now, do they say they have the panels put on their home? When they move, do those move with them, or they leave those there and then it goes to the person in new ownership?
It goes to the new owners. They get a higher appraisal. They get to sell their home faster, and it's just transfer over. In fact, the new homeowner doesn't have to pass credit or anything. It's just transfer over, just like your utility bill. You get to sell your house faster. You get more money in your pocket. They get to leave off where you left off, because eventually there won't even be a solar bill.
Right. That's good. I'm hoping you guys are doing your homework, because so many people out here are looking for solar energy on their homes, but they're so scared about the money. Everyone wants to save right now, because it's just an unclear future as far as things are going. But this right here, you can be clear on that you are going to make a savings, that you are going to get some of those perks. We're going to have him, so if someone is tuning in now, we're going to have him say those perks again of what you're going to do if they sign up with SkyFi Solar.
If you switch to solar with SkyFi Solar, first of all, it's going to be zero out of pocket. Next, we're going to save you from your energy bill. We usually cut your energy bills 50% or more. We're going to also give you solar heaters to lower your gas bills this winter as well. You're going to have a backup battery. Usually it's going to be a Tesla Powerwall 3. That's the latest and greatest. Or we give you the new Solar Edge battery backup. So when there's power outages, you're still going to have power. Another benefit of solar, we usually like to put a system that's going to produce more power than what you need. So with this extra power that you're going to have, you can put lights in your backyard. You got a swimming pool, now you can heat your swimming pool. If you one day decide to get an electric car, now you can charge your electric car for free.
That's you can,
and save money on your electric car.
So how do they do that? How does that link up with the power battery that they have with their car? How does that work? So they have an understanding. Because so many people have,
Okay, so if you already have an electric car, we would actually install in your garage or wherever we need to an EV charger, and we include it.
Y'all heard that? an EV charger, free. Now all this is being done where this
It's all within that package.
Within
So
the
that
package.
monthly payment is going to be like anywhere between sometimes 50 to 70% lower than what you're paying now. But we're going to include everything.
So how does it work for someone who has condos and they're living in? You have to own your property for one, right?
So it's not for renters. So you do have to own the property. But let's say you're in a townhome, or if you have a condo. If you have a condo, as long as you have what's called roof rights. So basically, if you're a townhome and your townhome is like this A, B, and you have your own part, we can put the panels on your part of your roof.
That's what I wanted to find out, because a lot of people like, we're getting cheated. I own my condo, so why can't I get the same savings as someone who has a home? So you're saying you can do it, but you have to have roof rights, so it's within that space.
That's correct. That's
Okay.
correct. And there's another benefit. When you go solar, we give you a 25-year bumper-to-bumper guarantee. But at the end of that 25-year period, the system is more or less almost owned at that point because it's 25 years. But the system still is going to produce 96% of its power. So even though that you don't have a solar bill no more, after a certain period of time, because you can continue to make your monthly payments, you have the system taken out for free of charge and then restore your roof back to original condition for free. Doesn't make sense because the system more or less owned. Or you can just transfer the system solely into your name at that point. A couple $100. It's going to be a small little fee, right? But this system is something is generational. You can pass it on to your great grandkids. And for you helping society today, now they won't have to worry about paying these huge electric bills. And the electric bills are going to double. Every 20 years, it's just like gasoline. I'm sure everybody remember I don't want to tell my age,
Right.
but I remember when gasoline was 99 cents.
Right.
And now I blink my eyes 20, 25 years later, it's like, what, $3 or $4?
Yep.
So imagine in the future when the average electric bill is $600. And don't think it's not going to happen. It's happening right now in the state of Massachusetts. Their electric bills are like $500 to $600.
How does this help with their insurance too? Like people, for the insurance on their home, when you go out and buy a home and you add your insurance to your business.
That's the beauty of it. This doesn't affect your insurance at all. We put our own $1 million insurance umbrella over everything. So we cover everything bumper to bumper. It doesn't affect your insurance at all.
Doesn't affect. So guys, I don't know about you guys, but all I'm hearing is win, win, win up in here right now today. So I need to know that his phone is blowing up and his office phone is blowing up. And I need to know that you guys are taking care of your homes properly, because you're going to have the savings. You're going to get a few kudo gifts. And if you're actually going to refer the neighbors in your blocks or wherever your location is, then you're going to give referral fees. Win, win, win.
It truly is. And the number is 1-800-485-3173. And that's
website.
And the website is www.skyfisolar.com. So it's like Sky, S-K-Y, then F like Frank, I like ice cream, and then solar, SOLAR.com.
And I want to tell you guys something too. I always think about the students. My daughter just graduated. I always think about the students. If they come home for the summer, they can work with your firm. And they also can go and still go away to school and still be working with the firm also. Am I correct?
That is correct. We are growing at a very fast rate, so we do have opportunities available.
Got opportunities, guys. So you always got to make sure that you keep your mind open, and when you're hearing something like this, especially on the Dean's List, then you want to make sure that you understand that we are here to help you. So we really appreciate Mr. Ferguson. And I'm going to say Bernard. I got to say, I'm used to saying Bernard, but Mr. Bernard Ferguson here from SkyFi Solar. We always welcome him here on the Dean's List. And good things always happen, not just for the Dean's List, but for you guys when you speak to him. Give your information one more time.
So the phone number is 1-800-485-3173. And the website is www.skyfisolar.com.
Y'all got that? And remember, we always say dare to care here. The reason why we say that is that once you find out and you use his service, dare to care. Tell someone else. Okay? Make sure other people know, because this is not something that he's just trying, his company is just trying to come out and make money. They're actually trying to make it where they're helping the communities that we all live in. So we want to make sure you know about his business. and we want to make sure you know that his business is real. So we need you guys to reach out again. We don't have that much time, the Dean's List, we're short, but we want to make sure you give them your information again, and that it's important that you guys reach out.
So the website is www.skyfisolar.com. That's SKY, F like Frank, I like ice cream, and then solar, SOLAR.com. And the phone number is 1-800-485-3173. That's 1-800-485-3173. And we have downtown Chicago offices on River North at 110 North Wacker Drive in Chicago.
Y'all got that? Downtown, like, beautiful location where you at.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Now, if they did come downtown, do you have parking for them if they just wanted to come to your location?
Oh, there's parking garages all around. But, definitely call in first, if you want to schedule, to come in, to our beautiful facilities. But honestly, we made it so simple. You can just simply give us a call. And we will literally just email you your solar proposal. Get some basic information. Email you. We schedule a time that we can talk. 5 or 10 minutes. You're going to know how much. It's really a no-brainer. It's not costing you nothing out of pocket. So you're going to know how much money you're going to save. You're going to know about all your free gifts. And if it sounds good, we're going to schedule an outdoor site survey. And that's free of charge as well.
I was going to ask about that.
That's free. Yes. It's going to. We're going to send a tech to come out. Takes 1 hour. He's going to go on top of your roof, take some measurements. We're going to give that information to the permit office. About a couple weeks later, a permit's going to be issued. We're going to call you back personally and say, maybe come out to install. If you change, no one's canceling. But if you change your mind, you can cancel anytime as long as the solar system is not installed on your roof. And if you say, yes, please come out, we're going to install in just one given day. It takes about 4 hours.
4 hours, guys, in and out. I call that in and out time, So you guys don't have to worry about people being on your location at your home, disturbing you for weeks and things like that. We're talking about 4 hours, come out, get it done, no matter how large the roof is.
Well, it's very rare, but the average job takes about 4 hours. But we have installed on mansions, so a mansion is going to take a little bit more than 4 hours.
Okay.
But but usually within a day or two, everything is done.
Okay. So guys, reach out. Tell somebody about it, because if it doesn't work for you, doesn't mean that it won't work for somebody else. And we want you guys to understand that this, he works with everybody. But what I'm proud about, that this is a minority-owned business that is working with every human being that's out there. Am I correct?
That is correct.
So there's no color in this game. It's just making sure that you guys are being safe. We're making sure that you guys are making the savings, and we're making sure you guys understand that we're here for you, and Mr. Ferguson's company is here for you with no money out the pocket. Once again, tell them that.
It's zero out of pocket. There's no permit fees, no installation fees, no loans. In fact, we're not going to collect no financial information from you. We're literally going to show you your proposal. We're going to make it I call it a no-brainer proposition. And if you say yes, we're going to schedule the site survey. After that, when it's time to install, we're going to come, we're going to install, and we're going to even give you, we usually wait, but for the Dean List, I'm going to share it. We're going to also give you 2 months of free solar power.
Woo! 2 months?
2 months. So for the first 60 days, you're going to receive no bill. So instead of you paying your ComEd or your Ameren, or if you're out of state, your P&M or the other utility companies, you're going to have a super low new energy bill. And eventually, after time, you won't even have that, because you're going to own the system completely.
Y'all heard that? You're going to own. Now, how long does it generally, before we get off, take to own that system? Is it, from the point that you set up and then,
You can do it within 6 years, but I don't recommend it. I recommend keep the monthly payments as low as humanly possible, so over the course of the 25-year bumper-to-bumper guarantee.
Y'all got that? So take your time, because you got time. It's free, it's lowering your bills, and you're going to be happy. You're going to truly be happy.
And we try not to say free, because there is a small monthly payment that you're going to be paying instead. But I can understand why a lot of homeowners do feel like it's free, because they're not paying no permit fees, no installation fees, no loans or anything. So, yes.
So we want to thank Mr. Ferguson for once again coming on to the Dean's List and sharing with you guys something that can help, because if you come to the Dean's List, you got to have some help. and you got to be aware of the things that's going on that can help you and help others. So we want to thank you for coming on the show again, Mr. Ferguson.
It was an honor to come.
Oh, definitely. And we want you guys to reach out to Mr. Ferguson, SkyFi Solar, guys. He's going to say his information again. Summertime is here. We in spring now. How far are we in spring? Couple of days?
Yeah.
A week or two?
Finally.
Finally. And believe me, we're starting to feel it. We're starting to feel that heat. So I know air conditioners are coming on. So let's get you guys set up, get you ready, get you where you can spend that little extra money that you're not putting into the bill, that you can do some other things with your children, with your wife, significant others, all those good things, guys. So once again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Dean's List. We want you guys to subscribe to the Dean's List. We're on YouTube, Spotify, all those good things. We want you guys to actually tune in each and every week, because we're going to have somebody new, just like Mr. Ferguson here, that's giving you guys help and talking about the things. And he's happy to do it. It's not like he's here trying to, drag you in and make a dollar. He's happy to share the information with you guys to make sure that you're comfortable enough to give them a call, look at their website, and talk with them. And you can share this with your friends, because guess what? He makes it simple for you to even understand. So he's a blessing today, and we want to thank you for the blessing.
Absolutely.
We definitely want to thank you for coming on the Dean's List. It's always a pleasure. We're going to have him back. We want you guys to reach out. We want you to tell your kids who are looking to do something, if they're looking and they're serious about doing something with their lives, because this job can be a job and a career for them that is very easy and simple to get started, right?
That's true. That's true.
Okay. So you guys are ready? We ready. So we want you to have a blessed day, blessed year, an even better year if you got SkyFi Solar in your life. So thank you again, sir.
Absolutely.
We want you guys to stay blessed. Is there anything you want to send the people out on? A final word that you want to say to them before we go off air?
Well, I like to tell you, sometimes in life we're given an opportunity, and you have to be able to seize the opportunity. This is an opportunity. We pay taxes. We all pay taxes. And one of the things is, this is an opportunity you can actually go solar, lower your electric bills, lower your gas bills. If you decide to get an EV car, electric car, now you can lower your car bills. Mm-hmm. This opportunity won't be around forever. Take advantage of it now.
We're going to send you out with him giving his information again, because we want you to reach out, guys. You're on the Dean's List. We want you to reach out and keep that A. Give them that information, sir.
So the website is www.skyfisolar.com. That's SKYFI Solar, SOLAR.com. And the phone number is 1-800-485-3173.
Now, as he does more things, we're going to have him back. We want you guys to understand anything that he says that he's giving out, we're going to make sure you guys are aware of it, okay? So we're going to make sure that they're aware of everything that you're doing, sir.
Absolutely.
So we want you to stay blessed, and guess what? We love you here on the Dean's List, and it's nothing you can do about it, and I'm quite sure Mr. Ferguson loves you, and he wants to make sure he works with you. So you guys stay blessed. Thank you for looking at the Dean's List and listening to the Dean's List. We love you. Have a blessed one. See you next week. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.